You know how we get down. Yeah, the way we gon' work it out.
I am Pastor Julius, and this is my lovely wife,
Lady Ashante.
and we got some really good information that we want to share with you guys called Let's Make Marriage Great Again. A discussion. It's called Let's Make Marriage Great Again.
I wish I had like
Let's Make
Mighty Morphin Power Ranger strength to just take that and crush it like this in my hand. Look at my hand. Your phone is in it. That's the sound that it would make.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna sign us up for one of those retreats.
What retreats?
Oh, you didn't hear me and David's whole conversation?
No. I was reading a text message. So no, I didn't. I couldn't do two things at once. It was an important text message.
But you wanted me to do two things at once yesterday? Wow!
Right, but when you said you couldn't, we moved on.
But you told me you was gonna give me all this training in it. So if you're
Well,
gonna
that
train
was-
somebody, aren't you like the master or the expert?
Listen, I don't want to do what you're trying to do right now.
Just answer the question.
You're on one right
If you're
now.
training somebody, wouldn't that make you the expert?
Listen, not necessarily.
So how do you train somebody
I
in
was
something?
facilitating a process.
Do you know the process?
Yeah.
So if you knew the process, how did you not just hear me and David's whole conversation while you were on the phone?
Sometimes managers don't necessarily do well. They can manage
Oh my
well.
God, you literally have a way out for everything that you do.
Listen, I don't know what you on right now. You on some other stuff.
Me and David was talking about.
I did not hear it because
Well,
I
I'm
was
telling you what we're
reading
talking about.
and responding.
Right.
Well, the way that you make me feel, I don't want to hear what you got.
Well, you're going to listen to what
I
I'm
don't-
going to
I
say.
don't
They
wanna-
have these retreats where you have no electronics, none,
Really?
no laptop, no phone.
Whoa,
No.
Wait.
You have none of that.
Wait, you pointed with 4 fingers. And I don't really appreciate
5 if you
that.
include my
I don't
thumb.
appreciate that. That's too much. Well, that means you got 5 of them.
10.
Well, they said if you point one finger, you got how many coming
No,
back?
I don't have any. I don't have
No,
any.
no. What
they're
does it
all
say?
coming back.
What does it
That's
say?
if you do one.
And how many comes back?
Yeah, but I'm not.
What is it? What is the number?
1 and 3 or
Okay,
whatever.
so if you did 10,
all
that
10.
means you got 30 coming
No.
back at you.
What? Is that Jesus math?
Wait.
What kind of math is that?
You said if you point one finger, you got 3 coming back at you. That's what you said, right?
Because of the way that it looks.
Oh.
Bro, swear to me you never knew that.
I never knew that.
We're done recording. I'm done. We are done recording.
Knew that. Bro, I never knew that. I promise you. I never knew that. You knew that the whole time?
Are you kidding? Bro, like, is this for real?
I never knew that. I never had no clue. David, did you know that?
David, you knew that?
I had no
Who
idea.
does not know that?
I didn't. I had
Babe,
no idea.
your brain is so black and white that you were literally trying to do the math of why 1 meant 3. And so when I did 10, you said 30. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm coming right back at you. I did the math. I had no idea.
Oh my God.
I had no clue. Guys. I had no clue. This whole time in life, I literally.
Oh
now
my
I'm
God.
trying to figure out a way to point my finger without 3 coming back right now.
Which is why I did this.
To disprove that whole theory. How can I point one finger and not have 3 coming back at me?
You can't.
I can't. Point them down.
Oh my God.
Point them down.
So you wait.
them down.
So you didn't know why I was doing this then. That's why I was doing.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
You know what your problem is? You are too smart for your own
You're
good.
such the pointer
No, like
that
bro.
I thought that you just needed to point more at me because you're such the pointer. I really thought that. Honestly, I didn't
Have you
know.
ever heard like even a trash can gets a steak?
No, I've heard even a dead clock is right 2 times a day.
It's a broken clock.
Broken clock, yeah.
Okay, have you never?
Broken clock.
Have you ever heard that even the trash can gets a steak?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Have you heard that broken crayon still color?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same thing as you.
Yeah.
You know.
I've heard that.
But you've never heard. You point at me and there's 3 coming back.
No, I've heard it. I just didn't put the correlation there because literally in your hand, 3 fingers is pointing back at you. I never put that correlation together. I've heard that before. I never put that.
You never knew what they meant by that though.
No, I just thought it meant like you shouldn't be pointing, basically. And it is what it means, but what they're saying is a real thing.
Right, the physical thing.
I didn't know that.
You thought it was like a metaphor.
Yeah. Honestly, this whole time.
You so deep. That's why y'all come to All Nations Worship Assembly of Columbus, because
I'm gonna teach you the word of God.
He gonna give you revelation.
No, you're gonna be discipled.
I'm
gonna teach you the
He gonna
word
give
of
you
God.
crazy revelation.
You're gonna understand why and all that.
And you're gonna get the multiplication of Jesus, because 10 somehow equaled 30.
No. 100-fold.
I'm done.
100-fold.
I'm done. Okay.
100-fold.
All
Listen,
right.
y'all. We're back. And we got another session.
Man,
Another episode.
that about wiped me out.
Another rendition of Make Marriage Great Again.
I don't even. David was wiped out on that one.
Oh,
Our producer was wiped. You wiped everybody out with that one. That one was
It is what
He said, David, have you heard of that? He was like, of course. Like,
and then David said, I mean, who hasn't? Like, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. That response wasn't cool. Should just like, yeah, man.
we love you.
But the whole,
we love you.
I mean, who hasn't peace? That was just a
I mean, if we were to take a poll on Facebook right now.
It's not about taking a poll. Why do you want to further bury me?
No, I'm just saying, I'm not.
Why do you want to do this?
Okay.
I didn't know.
You're right.
And I want to know why you're getting a kick out of further burying me.
No, it's not. It's
In
not.
this situation.
It's not burying you.
What are we doing? I've admitted you laughed. You had your fun.
Okay, you're right.
How much fun are you wanting on my behalf? I mean, how much fun are you wanting?
No more. We're done.
I mean, my goodness.
We're finished.
We've introduced the podcast and you're still having fun at my expense. And I want to know why.
Okay. Just don't use that voice anymore, please.
I don't know what's going on, guys.
All right.
Stuff gets kind of crazy.
Whew.
But anyways, man.
Okay.
I was on social media the other day, and I came across this very, very special paint and sip.
First of all, you did not come across it.
I did.
Via my cell phone.
I mean, who cares? Why do you feel the need to be the one?
I don't know.
I mean, why?
Cause like current events is like I like being in the know.
Why do you? What are we doing?
Okay.
Is that a deeper issue?
Okay.
Let's uncover that.
No, I do not want to uncover that.
Let's uncover that.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
It's your segment. Go ahead.
Anyways, y'all, I came across this. Ashante showed me this paint and sip situation. Told me about it, and so then
You
she
were
showed it to me.
flabbergasted.
And she showed it to me. The first thing that came to my mind is, why are you in the know of something as ridiculous as this?
It was literally trending on social media.
The next thing that came to my mind is, why did you feel the need to share with me?
Because you my whole husband. We share everything. What are you talking about?
And then the next thing that came to my mind is, why did it intrigue you so?
First of all, it did not. Okay, so let me go back. Julius is not the in the know guy.
I know some stuff. Don't paint me out to be.
I'm not. Can I finish painting?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Don't interrupt Picasso. I'm not painting that picture.
True. Okay, all right.
He is not necessarily like into like the Shade Room and like the Hollywood Unlocked. He doesn't really follow those accounts at all on social media.
Not too much.
I do. I am like the one that follows all the accounts, follows a bunch of...
Tremendously worldly.
Wow, you're... This just called me worldly. Like, what? I have to remain relevant, okay?
You call it relevant, I call it worldly.
Oh, God, you're so saved.
I'm just playing.
So I follow all of these accounts, and from me following these accounts, I saw what was trending on Twitter.
You did.
And trending on the Shade Room, and it was like hashtag sip and paint. I was on the phone with one of my lovely, lovely people. And I asked her, I said, have you seen what's trending? And we went to Twitter and looked at it, and
Couldn't believe it.
I was
Couldn't believe
I was appalled on so many levels, like all of the levels. So being married for a long time, my lens is always super different when it comes to stuff.
Right.
Like, if all of me and some friends wanted to go on a girls trip, like I'm thinking about you and the boys first. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about like my husband. You know, my brain just works different. Right. When I saw the video of the young lady at the paint and sip, what they call it, the sip and suck now.
The sip and suck.
That's it.
Basically, what she's saying is what happened is at these paints, if they got these exotic dancers.
Excuse me, they're exotic.
Running around.
They're exotic paint and sips.
Yeah, and men is running around with their penises out. You got women running around buck naked.
Yeah.
And you got people that's there sipping wine and painting.
No, it's liquor. There are shots of liquor, and they're supposed to paint the genitalia.
Yeah, so you got this recipe for
lasciviousness.
You got people painting drunk, you know, sipping
Hennessy,
penises, vagina,
Casamigos.
Titties,
Did you just say titties?
Yeah, everything everywhere. You know, and you got Hennessy, Henny White. I mean, it's all this craziness. And so you got this big, huge recipe.
Oh my God!
All of these ingredients.
It is. It's the perfect storm.
That calls for something crazy. So, because you got all of this nastiness, all of this craziness all in one situation,
the nastiness,
setting,
yes.
One of the men who's running around, one of the
he went up to the girl to show, get a closer look of the penis.
Paint his penis, and so instead of painting it, she ended up sucking.
Yeah, my
God. Right there.
In front of everybody. So, here's in my mind. First of all, there's no way you're that horny. Like, as a human, there's no way that you lose all dignity.
She could have been 4 shots of Henny White in. She could have been 4 shots of Henny White in, and you just never know what happened.
You keep referencing Henny White. Was that like your thing?
No, it wasn't out when I was drinking.
Regular Hennessy.
Yeah, I would like to sip me some. I haven't. But
God.
I'd like to sip me some Henny White. I haven't.
Where are we at?
That's a whole nother episode. I ain't never sip none, but it sounds good.
Oh my God. Because Hennessy was your thing.
Hennessy, Remy Martin.
You like
Hennessy.
Dark liquor.
I like cognac.
What's it called?
Cognac.
My God. Today.
It's called.
Oh, I've never had cognac. I've never had dark liquor in my life.
If you ain't got no Henny, get the Remy. If you ain't got no Remy, any cognac could do. That's what AZ said when on one of him and Nas's conversations.
Okay,
back in the
we're coming back. So a couple of thoughts ran through my head is you cannot be that horny. Number one. Number two, just as a woman, like bro, you just literally abandon every moral fiber. You're not even thinking. He's an exotic dancer. You know how many his thing is out all the time.
Well, let's be clear. In my opinion, the morality decreased just by simply going there.
To an exotic paint and sip.
Okay, that's where the morality.
But I don't think anybody was expecting.
I'm not judging a person. You do whatever you want to do, but I just feel like the morality. I think about like my daughter. How would I feel?
Yeah.
If I found out my daughter was at a butt naked paint and sip, titties, booty, penises, vaginas out. and Hennessy.
So let me. So you say all the other words are proper, but you won't.
Breasts.
Thank
Would
you.
that sound better?
Yeah, just there
breasts,
we go.
nipples. How about that? How about that?
I'm done. We have to stop recording right now.
But seriously,
I can't take it.
But they're drinking. And so people do things under the influence of alcohol that they probably normally wouldn't do when they're not under the influence. It happens.
I mean, it does. So let's say this then. For me, like as a married woman or a married man, because they have naked women ones too.
They do?
Dog. I will tip that hat off the top of your head.
That slipped out.
Don't let the people see me be violent, please.
See? But anyways.
I only get violent on certain occasions.
Okay.
That would be one of them.
What would be? Me asking you if they... There you go with them triggers again. You're impeding upon my space again. You know? There you go.
As a married person, if I was like, hey, Jew, I'm about to go to this painting sip.
And people swinging and everything out here in this world.
No, I'm talking about you and I.
All right. You and
expectations. We're talking about expectations today.
That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Expectations. Write it down. Get your notebook out.
And this is not church. They're not going to take notes.
You don't have to get notes in church and get notes in class. See, you're trying to just be so smart all the time. But anyways, you and I, hey babe, I was scrolling through Instagram, man. I seen this exotic painting.
No, I'm not even scrolling through Instagram. I'm just...
I think it'd be a good date night. What would you say?
Me and you both at an exotic... Now, what do? We at an exotic painting sip, and here she come with everything out, talking about, here, paint this. I'm socking her. I'm fighting a stripper right in the middle of the thing.
Well, what if he come?
Well, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna paint all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the same difference. The best thing is not to put yourself in that situation because, man.
What's the expectation? Okay, example. If you be like, yo, I'm going on this guy's trip. Me and some of the fellas, we going. No. What the heck is you talking about?
What are the expectations?
I said a guy's trip and you said strip club?
Yeah, we're talking about exotic
dancing. Do we need to cut the cameras off?
We're talking about exotic dancing.
Wasn't even done what I had to say.
My fault. My bad. I had lasciviousness.
You want Henny White?
I had lasciviousness.
You want to go to the strip club?
No, I had lasciviousness on my mind.
Do you want to talk about some things?
No. Mm-mm.
We could turn this into the Players Club if you want to.
I mean, who gonna be Diamond?
Me, nigga. Me. Now, okay? Me.
There you go.
Where your dollars at?
There you go.
I only take 20s, 50s, and 100s, though.
Bucket, Nick.
Okay.
That's what boy said.
Let's just...
Anyways.
The expectation, if you go on a guy's trip, and you say, babe, I'm about to go out, we're about to go to Cabo for a week. Yeah. My expectation is that you are going to...
behave myself.
Now, that is a very vague statement.
What does behave mean?
And that's where...
the expectations come in.
No, not if they're not communicated.
Correct. And this is what we're talking about, y'all, is expectations. Got your butt. Got you.
Well,
we had to talk about booties and titties and penis in order to grill you in, to get y'all to talk about expectations in marriage. Turn to the book of 2 Corinthians.
Man, sit back. You can talk about Henny White and titties, talk about 2 Corinthians. Sit back, dog. I cannot even, no.
Turn to Romans.
No.
Romans. Y'all just nasty. Want to hear somebody talk all crazy. Anyways.
Well, the Bible had, Bathsheba had some stuff out.
David.
Because David said, that is enough.
Lit Bathsheba.
That is enough.
He did. Lit her up. She was up there bathing all nasty. Okay. But anyways.
David, please just cut. David, I can't take nothing else.
Listen.
Cut the cameras, please.
Expectations, y'all. Like, I think expectations got to be clear. Shantae was talking about, if I'm going on a guy's trip, hey, babe, me and the fellas, we're going to get together. We going, me and some of my pastor friends.
Oh, boy. It could go down.
Me and some of my guys.
Bishop Seculars.
Go out, and we're going to be going for a little while. And your expectation is, and you say to me, make sure you behave yourself.
Yeah, that's too vague.
And I say, okay.
Right. Because you have in your mind what behave yourself means, and I have in my mind what behave yourself means. And if we don't never talk about it, you be like, what, I behave myself? But I'm looking through your phone like,
this is not this is not proper behavior.
Nah.
I'm like, well, what? We was just snapping photos. I didn't know.
I mean, they had a twerk contest. I just
took some pictures. I didn't know. I was just, having a good time.
Death would be where you at.
So how important is it then, and not just extreme situations like that, y'all. We talking about like just in marriage in general. How important is it to make sure that expectations are clearly defined?
Man, you say not in big stuff, but for me, it's everything. Like we call them small or big. It's the same for me. Expectations of, okay, if I'm getting my lashes done,
right,
and I'm like, I'm gonna be home after I get my lashes done,
right.
Your expectation is I'm gonna be home about an hour and a half, right? But now it's on hour 5. And I'm not home.
And you come popping in, strolling in, talking about, wow, I was getting my lashes done.
And you're looking at me like, no, the expectation was, I come home with Target bags, and I done been to Marshalls, and I went to Easton and took myself out to North Star, which these are all things that I do. But if I didn't say anything to you, there is room, and for me, you are allowed to have an issue.
And so because the expectation wasn't clear, so you're saying, you got to set expectations as well as me. So in that moment, one of us needed to be like, what time you going to be back? In order to alleviate the issue. So either you
who's it on?
Right. So you'd be like, hey, it's 1:45. I'll be home by about 3:15.
Whatever. Or I'll be home at 5. I got some errands to run.
Or it's on me, like, what time you gonna be back? Because I got something going on or whatever. Or just I ain't got nothing going on. I just want to know what time you gonna be back. My wife.
Absolutely.
And so, but what about like other situations, like you enter into marriage and the expectation is that I raised a kid. I have an expectation of what raising children means.
Yep.
Right? You have an expectation as to what raising children means.
Yeah.
We've not clearly defined those expectations as it pertains to rearing children. So little Johnny is 3 and he right on the wall. I come to taking my belt off.
Right.
About to give him a whooping. And you like, whoa. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't believe you ain't got a whooping. And I'm like, well, what you mean?
I think, so for me, the resolve is before any action is ever taken, there's a conversation.
And I think that's
if you can. I mean, I think there's some instances where you may not be able to, have a conversation. Your spouse may be at work or at school, or you may have to make a decision. But the other percentages, before an action is taken, I think that there should be a conversation.
Watch this. This is a little nasty, but it's real. Sex, right? Now, we know the Bible says that you're supposed to be with one man, one wife, and all that. But the reality is the majority of people do not save themselves
for marriage
until marriage, right? We ain't here to talk about that, but it's just a reality. So, you have been with
why it gotta be me? Why can't it be you was with loose booty? Why it gotta be me? Why can't it be you was with loose booty?
You've been with Tom, okay? And Tom was lights out every single time. It was lights out every single time.
Why does it have to be?
You were reaching a climax every single time with Tom.
Who?
Tom.
His name changed?
Thom.
It's Thumper and Tom?
Thom. Okay.
No.
You were reaching a climax every single time. Watch this. No, listen. And these are things that aren't talked about. Seriously. When it comes to, even sex and marriage, you were reaching a climax every time. That's grown to be your expectation. Is to reach a climax every single time.
Okay.
You get with Maurice. Mm-hmm. Y'all get married. Mm-hmm. Your expectation is that you reach a climax every single time.
Okay.
And now it's not happening. And so now your expectation wasn't communicated. And so he doesn't know. And so it's an issue. There's a sex issue.
I think that it needs to be, but it's not in a comparison conversation. It's just, hey, my expectation is when we have sex,
I reach a climax.
yes, but we're not using me. We're gonna use loose booty Judy.
Okay.
Okay.
Loose booty Judy.
Loose booty Judy, then had put it down every time it popped up around you. All right, but you married sweet innocent Ashante. And because you married me, now the expectation is, or Loose Booty Judy was just a freak, just doing all kind of stuff. And so you get married and you're like, now the expectation is that, like it gets popping around here.
Yeah.
That's on you to communicate or understand that I'm not Loose Booty Judy and you are not Thom.
And this is part of expectations. Is you can't always expect the same stuff out of every situation.
Or it's not even fair.
And so sometimes what at one point might have been your reality, you need to adjust those expectations or vice versa. Or it could be like even in dating, you expect to get 6'4", 220.
It could go the opposite way. You have women who have terrible expectations because they've dated terrible men.
Yeah.
They literally have
They'll take anything.
they have low expectations when it comes to men because that's always been what they had. So then you have this amazing man that comes and they probably don't give him the time of day, or they'll be like, whatever, it's too good to be true. Why? Because I'm expecting the worst because I've had the worst.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it just comes from just really like adjusting them. But I think if expectations aren't disclosed, then I think that's just really a recipe for frustration.
Should you have and it's tricky. Should you have like expectations, or is it more of like a desire? Because I think an expectation, I think that's not fair. Like, yo, every time we have sex, my expectation is like, well, what if you don't though?
Well, so what is it? A standard? Is a standard different than an expectation?
No, I think they're one and the same. Like, cause what happens when you don't meet my expectations?
So you saying standard and expectation are the same?
Yeah, I think like this. Like, hey, bro, I'm just letting you know when we get down, this is what it needs to be. That's the standard. That's the expectation.
So I think they could be different. So you got like certain standards in jobs, but you realize life is life. Mm-hmm. Although this is the standard, I do realize that there are going to be times when you don't meet that standard because you're a human.
Or you don't meet the expectation. It's the same thing.
Well, so you can have a standard but not expect somebody to hit it every time. That don't mean the standard change. The standard is still the standard. You know what I'm saying? But it just means, I understand. My expectation is not that you hit it every time. My expectation also is not that you continuously miss it. But I do realize that there are going to be times when, you know what? You didn't. We did the review at work. You do your eval. You do a little eval, a personal eval. Yeah. And there's standards.
Right.
And we're doing it. And I realize there are certain moments when you didn't hit the standard. Yeah. But I'm also looking at your whole body of work. Like, majority of the time, you did. But, there was times when you didn't.
So there's exceptions to the standard then?
I think, it's how you word it. It's all about how
all I know is that Loose Booty Judy, can stay on over where she at.
Listen, I think expectation when it comes to money.
Yeah.
Like how are you spending your money in your marriage? What is the expectation?
If it ain't talked about, nothing.
What is the expectation in all types of stuff? I think just making sure that y'all clearly define expectations in all aspects and facets of your marriage.
Talk about everything.
Talk about it. Communicate. Lay it out there.
A problem undefined
is undefeated.
Period.
And so don't go to the paint and sip, the naked one.
Do not go to the exotic paint and sip without having a thorough conversation of what the expectation is.
Yeah, be cool on the Henny White.
Yeah.
And get your Bible out. Read your Bible.
Read your Bible.
Read your Bible.
Have Bible study, please.
Listen, y'all, this has been tremendous, man. I'm glad y'all tuned in.
Yeah.
With old crazy over here, and we gonna.
Did he just call me old crazy?
Yeah. And we gonna have a good.
I was gonna be Diamond from the Players Club. You done just messed it up. Yay, yay. Peace, y'all.